Hi, my name is Bob Rue, and I'll be reading from Kurt Vonnegut's Slaughterhouse Five. So we tried to ignore Mary and remember the war. I took a couple of belts of the booze I brought. We would chuckle or grin sometimes, as though war stories were coming back, but neither one of us could remember anything good. That was about it for memories, and Mary was still making noise. She finally came out in the kitchen again for another Coke. She took a tray of ice cubes from the refrigerator, banged it in the sink, even though there were already plenty of ice out. Then she turned to me, let me see how angry she was, and that the anger was for me. She had been talking to herself, so what she said was a fragment of a much larger conversation. "You were just babies then," she said. "What?" I said. "You were just babies in the war, like the ones upstairs." I nodded that this was true. We had been foolish virgins in the war, right at the end of childhood. "But you're not going to write it that way, are you?" That wasn't a question, it was an accusation. I don't know, I said. "Well, I know," she said. "You'll pretend you were men instead of babies, and you'll be played in the movies by Frank Sinatra and John Wayne, or some of those other glamorous, war-loving, dirty old men. And war will just look wonderful, so we'll have a lot of them then. And they'll be fought by babies, just like the babies upstairs." So then I understood. It was war that made her so angry. She didn't want her babies or anybody else's babies killed in wars. And she thought wars were partly encouraged by books and movies. So I held up my right hand and I made her a promise. "Mary," I said, "I don't think this book of mine is ever going to be finished. I must have written 5,000 pages by now and thrown them away. If I ever do finish it, though, I'll give you my word of honor. There won't be a part for Frank Sinatra or John Wayne. I'll tell you what," I said, "I'll call it the Children's Crusade." And she was my friend after that.